Are you looking for the cheap gaming keyboard? Tech Vibes presents top 5 cheap gaming keyboards this year. These keyboards are handpicked based on the overall design, hardware, customer reviews, and expert reviews. I will show each of the keyboard's strengths and weaknesses. If you want more information and updated pricing on the products mentioned, be sure to check the links in the description down below. Okay, so let's get to the video. Our first pick on our list is the GSkill KM360. There is a trend towards $200 plus gaming keyboards in the market at the moment, but that doesn't mean there aren't quality mechanical switchboards available at a more reasonable price. Often you'll find these more budget-oriented options offering cheap switches from other manufacturers, but the GSkill KM360 comes featuring the classic Cherry MX Red linear switch out of the gate. The KM360 is a simple slab of keys, though this works to its advantage. The fact it offers so little extra beyond the basics is how it's able to deliver genuine Cherry mechanical key switches at an affordable price. That means a precise, reliable, and impressively smooth actuation for gaming and typing. If you can't cope with your gaming board not lit up like a rainbow, then you may be disappointed with the single color option, but damn, the white LEDs on this GSkill board are the brightest I've ever seen. Normally I like to keep at max brightness all day long, but the KM360 would burn out my retina if I did. This TKL board is basic, but what it does very well. It's solid, well built, reliable, and looks pretty decent too. There's no wrist rest, no pass-through, or media controls, but I'll happily give it a pass in favor of affordable functionality. The next pick on our list is Eelement Z88 mechanical keyboard. The Z88 from Eelement is available in either black or white and offers a variety of Outemu switches, meaning it's great for the cheap connoisseur who likes to pick and choose everything about their setup. Those Outemu switches don't feel as high grade as the Cherry ones listed above, but they are genuinely mechanical. That means you don't have to worry about the spongy feeling of a membrane no more. The keycaps do look and feel a bit cheaper than you might expect of a well-known brand, but they are easy to read on the Eelement. They're made of ABS plastic, which is the least resistant to wear of the two commonly found keycap materials, but ABS plastic is often found on more expensive keyboards, too. Just don't slam the keys too hard in anger and you'll be okay for a good while. It's a cheaper board, but you're grabbing mechanical for under $50 here. Plus, it's often discounted for even less. We saw it go for $30 earlier this year, so keep an eye out for those sales. While you will notice the difference in quality between this and a pricier gaming keyboard, at least you aren't settling for anything less than mechanical. Next on our list we have the Haveit Mechanical keyboard and mouse combo. While only available with clicky proprietary blue switches, this model does come packaged with a wired, optical gaming mouse. That's the big benefit of this 2-in-1 Haveit package. You don't need to throw even more money at a gaming mouse. You're essentially ready to game with this one, surprisingly affordable package. The exposed hardware and aluminum backplate give this version of the Haveit Mechanical keyboard a sturdy, industrial look. And it must be said that it is a fairly sturdy, if a little plasticky feeling, keyboard. The keycaps and fairly easy to navigate, as well, and there's even a wrist rest included. What I will say about that wrist rest is that it doesn't offer a tremendous amount of support, as it's so low to the ground and doesn't have any padding. Best not buy it just for that one feature, then. Besides the lack of exclusive customization software or dedicated media controls, this package of Haveit peripherals leaves little to be desired. I mean, you're getting two for the price of one here, and that's great if you need a keyboard and mouse in a pinch and for less. Our very next pick is Kardon K2, version 2. This is exceptionally cheap for a wireless keyboard. Even more so for its high quality. It starts out at just $69, and for that you get a decent-sized gaming keyboard with great wireless functionality and genuinely mechanical Kardon switches. Its build quality is decent overall, and the triple device connectivity definitely makes short work of switching devices or locations through the working day. With that said though, sometimes it can feel like a cheap keyboard. The switches aren't the best around, but they're pretty impressive nonetheless at this price. As much as Kardon say there's a 55 grams weight to them, I can't help but think they feel an awful lot lighter than that, and in comparison to the real things, also feel a tad hollow. Though the compact design of the Kardon makes up for some of that. It's simple with gray ABS keycaps and a slightly more compact 84-key layout that only skimps out on the numpad and offers a slightly squashed nav cluster. The Kardon K2 also features the ability to connect to up to 3 devices at a time. On the K2's left-hand side there are a couple of different switches that allow you to choose whether you want it work via Bluetooth or the included cable or use it in Windows or Mac mode. All the changes are practically instantaneous, and as for the pairing process via Bluetooth, it couldn't have been simpler. All in all, if you're looking for an entry-level mechanical keyboard, this is a good choice, especially if you're working from home and using multiple devices. That's not even considering its wireless capability, which really feels like the icing on the cake of the already impressive Kardon K2. The last pick on our list is the HyperX Alloy Core RGB. HyperX is a trusted name among peripheral manufacturers. While it typically caters to a more premium brand, the Alloy Core RGB brings extensive features and reliable performance at an affordable price. The price does skirt the definition of a budget keyboard, but the dedicated media controls and customization software help justify the MSRP. HyperX has had to incorporate membrane switches for this particular model, but that has the added effect of making the alloy core spill resistant. We'd prefer mechanical keys, but a quality membrane is still much better than some old office board. With the alloy core, it's a decision of what you're after in a gaming keyboard. If you're after a full-size keyboard with some extra features and solid RGB lighting effects, something like the Alloy Core or the Roccat Magma are more your speed. You're not going to find many mechanical keyboards going for very cheap with a full-size layout, as every switch is an added cost. Though if you don't necessarily want a full-size board, we still recommend a mechanical keyboard first and foremost, like those above. A really rubbish mechanical board can feel worse under finger than a much better made membrane one, so we wanted to throw in a couple of alternatives for the mechanical switches if, for whatever reason, those weren't your thing. Thanks for watching the video. If you find this video helpful, please help the channel by giving this video a like, or subscribe the channel and tell us which product caught your eye in the comments below.